Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video today, and today we have a special video, or I planned it to be a special video, but my camera, the first time I was recording this, was out of focus the whole time. So yes, I initially had some unboxing planned for you guys. I already opened a couple boxes, so we're not gonna have that segment here. There's one though that I have not opened yet, and after we do the unboxing, we're gonna go over the 5 fragrances that blew my mind completely this year. So first, let's go over the 2 fragrances that I already unboxed. Sad, but what can you do? First fragrance here is Sunset Oud by AMOUROUD. I just got this one in the mail not too long ago. This is one of their newer release from the regular black collection, I think is what it's called. I don't know exactly the name of the collection, but this one is a very unique kind of evening time spring, evening time summer type of oud fragrance. There's yuzu in here, there's leather, there's tobacco, there's lavender and myrrh. It comes across very kind of light, resinous, but dry at the same time. There's brightness from the yuzu that's really bringing in that kind of warmer weather or warmer season kind of feeling into the fragrance. At the base, of course, you have the oud, but the oud in here is not animalic at all. It comes across more dark, more woody. It just kind of gives the fragrance a really nice grounded feel in contrast to the more brighter resinous nuances at the top. Very good fragrance right here. I recommend it for anyone who loves oud fragrances and wants something that is completely new, and that's hard to come by if you know anything about oud fragrances. This next one, also from AMOUROUD, I got 2 in the mail, and this one is called Golden Oud. It's from their Elixir collection, their more exclusive line, if you will, meaning that they use higher quality ingredients in this one. And this comes across very gourmandy. You get a very nice kind of almondy feel off the top from the heliotrope notes, and that blends in with the vanilla in the background, some caramels, just a very gourmand forward fragrance. And the almond is extremely strong in here, the almond vibe, and it just comes across to me very unisex, leaning feminine. I don't really see a guy wearing this one too comfortably, to be perfectly honest with you. It does smell good, smells attractive. If a girl were to wear this in the winter time, the fall time, walk past me, I would give her compliments. I would think she smells luxurious. And that's the thing with this fragrance, is that even though it has a gourmand type DNA, it still has a very like refined, luxurious, in a really nice white dress. Maybe not a wedding dress, but in a really nice kind of gala event dress kind of feel to it. So it's not a cheap smelling gourmand caramel, nothing like you smell in designer fragrance. This one has its own kind of regal touch to the whole DNA, but it is a very much a gourmand centered fragrance, a sweet tooth fragrance. If you do not like sweet fragrances, you will be put off by this one indefinitely. So yeah, if you like caramel, if you like almond, if you like vanilla, and you also like it to have a little bit of a darker touch and a regal feel, Golden Oud is the one that I recommend you check out. And if you want to check out any of the AMOUROUD fragrance, I'll leave a link down below to them as well, alongside a coupon code. Yeah. Next, let's open the fragrance that I did not open yet. I'm so glad I did not open this one yet, because it's from Peter from Fragrance View, his line Centauri Parfum. This is the newest fragrance right here. It's even numbered as well. Yeah, he made 97 bottles of this. I believe it's all sold out now. And yeah, I got right here, boys. As you can see, got number 69. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'm young, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is amazing. Let's unbox it. So I have not smelled this before. This is a blind buy purchase, like it always is for me. Right up. Oh, there it is. So here's the bottle right here in the red standard Centauri bottle. It looks luxurious. It looks like something you dug up from a pyramid in Egypt. It looks really cool. And this fragrance is called Chambo, I think is how you pronounce it. I've not smelled this, like I said, so let's spray it. I haven't even read the notes because I don't want to be spoiled by this. Oh my God, jeez. I don't know if you guys can see this well, but the tester strip is brown. Like the liquid is thick. So don't spray this on white t-shirts or white clothing. Be warned, this test strip is, it's just brown. There's definitely a very soft kind of creeping, airy kind of ooze. So imagine like a misty terrain, like a very misty, dark terrain, but the mist is filled with like aromatic oud kind of smell and it's just creeping about very slowly. That's how it feels right off the top of this fragrance. There's some sweetness in here as well. So the notes should be on screen with you guys right now. To be honest, I don't know what half of these notes are, like Jiang Liao Ling. I'm assuming that's some kind of oud. There's Oud Yusuf, which is from Ensar Oud. I believe all the ouds from this that is used in this fragrance is from Ensar Oud. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't know, like Blue Tan Blue, NASA Soma, all this. Yeah, dude, I can't tell it. Peter, what did you put in this fragrance, man? What did you put in here? It smells fantastic. It smells just extremely well put together. Like I said, a very nice kind of almost cooling as well, like a cooling, creeping, misty oud. It's very light, it's soft, but at the same time has a lot of depth. It's not airy in a way that it smells like it's gonna be fleeting. This is a heavy fragrance that has a misty and creepy kind of DNA to it. It's very, very unique. Like, it's actually blowing my mind. And the thing that kills me is that I can't really pick out what kind of notes are in here besides the oud itself. And I know a little bit about natural ouds as well. Oud itself can come across a whole different ways. Some oud can smell sweet, some can smell very skanky, some smells lighter, some smells darker. But oud itself has so many variety that I really can't pick out all the other notes that I put in here, to be perfectly honest with you. It's just all kind of just meld together into this really, again, misty, cold, creeping oud fragrance. Very, very nice. This is actually, I must say, my second favorite from his whole entire collection. It's blowing my mind. The more I smell it, the more I'm like, yeah, I have no clue what's in here, but I love everything about it. It's sold out though, so I'm sorry. Maybe he'll make more. All right, next let's jump into the top 5 fragrance that blew my mind completely this year. And these are all niche fragrance. I'm gonna do the designer list sometime down the line, but these 5 niche fragrances completely blew my mind into smithereens. They're so downright amazing that I ended up buying all of them. Well, besides one of them with my own money. And yeah, that's a testament to how amazing these are, because normally I wouldn't buy niche fragrances retail. I wait, but these I bought retail. So the first one here, Interlude Black Iris, the first one I bought this year, and this is phenomenal. Sexy Interlude is all I have to say. If you like Interlude, but you've always found it too aggressive, too strong, maybe too hard to wear, this fixes all your problem. It has everything you love in Interlude. It has the Incense DNA in there, of course, that is still very much in the backbone of this fragrance, but the added iris really softens everything up and really makes this fragrance smell more sexy and tons more wearable than Interlude, while not really sacrificing a lot of the performance as well. But let's be honest here, if you're talking Interlude, sacrificing a little bit of performance from that thing is not gonna hurt at all. So yeah, Interlude Black Iris right here. Again, sexy Interlude. If you like Interlude, you're gonna like this one. If you always want to wear Interlude as a regular, maybe a signature fragrance, this is the first one you should go for. Really, really in love with this thing. This next one is my favorite out of all these 5, Angel Shares by Kilian. I talked about this one so many times throughout the months that I've owned it, and man, it's so crazy. It's crazy good, crazy mass appealing, crazy performance. The smell itself is so intoxicating, so inviting, sexy. I really can't believe they made a boozy fragrance quite like this one. It's a boozy gourmand, which means that it has some edible quality in it as well. It has some really nice cinnamon that kind of resembles like a cinnamon bun, cinnamon roll, if you will. It has some praline in here that adds a little bit of that sweet kind of gourmandish touch on top of that kind of cinnamon DNA. And all of that is drenched very nicely in soft cognac, and it smells absolutely stunning. It's my #1 favorite niche discovery this year, bar none. It's so good, man. If you're gonna try any fragrance from this video at all, make sure you try at least this one. You will not regret it. It smells fantastic. People around you are gonna love it. It projects like crazy, crazy sexy, and crazy comment getting. Like I said, it's just wow, super duper fragrance. I would give this one, if I were to rank this out of 10, a 9.5 out of 10 quite easily. It's just one of the fragrances that comes once a decade for me. And if this is not talked about 5 years or 10 years from now, I don't believe it, because it deserves it. It ranks amongst the top best fragrance for men ever released. Next we have here is Dreamwood from Galleria Parfum. This is the favorite one for me out of the 7 that they released. Of course, Ashton, the creative director and the owner of this brand, my buddy. Yeah, he released 7 very amazing fragrances. If I were to pick a favorite, like I said again, it would be Dreamwood. This one is just, I remember the first time I smelled this fragrance. He sent me a sample months ago, and I was smelling all of them with my girlfriend, and this one struck an chord with me so deep. I smelled it, and I was like, this is it. This is 100%, 10 out of 10, absolute love in a fragrance. I told Ashton that this one, man, better be in the 7 that he was gonna release, and luckily it turned out to be one of the 7. So I'm very happy this one got selected. It's just so gorgeous. It's woody, it's creamy, it's bright, it has a very soft kind of dreamy edge to it, and that's the inspiration as well. It's supposed to smell kind of like a dreamy forest, like you woke up in the forest and you're still kind of hazy in your dreamy like state. It smells exactly like that. It has some dreaminess quality to it. It's soft, it's light, it's bright, but at the same time very heavy, creamy, sweet, and woody at the same time. If you love woody fragrance, you're gonna love Dreamwood through and through. And the mass appeal factor of this one, I have to say, very, 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 very high. And the best part about this one is the scent trail. You spray 3 or 4 spray of this thing on and walk around your house and tell me that you're not just leaving around a very gorgeous scent trail for just anyone to follow. So yes, this fragrance, same with Angel Share, gets a 9.5 out of 10 from me. Next one here, DCR Toxic. Yes, I did a review of this one, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Feel free to go watch the review of this one, but this is a classic smelling fragrance with a lot of modern touches. It has cardamom, blackcurrant, and tobacco. This one smells just really nice, like simple, classic, gentlemanly, masculine DNA that's modernized with some spices, and it just smells mass appealing. That's just what it is. Simple, works, mass appealing, high class, smell, high quality at the same time. I'm not gonna spoil too much about this one. Go watch my review for my full thoughts. DCR Toxic by M. Mikolev. Now, the last fragrance that blew my mind this year, and this is one that I went back and forth on a lot. I really didn't want this fragrance the first time I smelled it, but I found myself always going back to Saks Fifth Avenue and grabbing the bottle that's on the Tom Ford counter and spraying it on every time I'm at the mall. And every time I would do that, I would be very critical of the fragrance. I'd be judging it heavily, like, this is good, but it's still not quite there, while at the same time secretly admiring it and secretly wanting to wear it more and more and more and more, until the day where I'm like, yeah, I have to be honest with myself here. This thing is striking an chord with me very, very strong. I love wearing this thing. I kept going back to it. It's not a perfect fragrance. It doesn't wow me completely, but it's a very addictive fragrance. Once you wear it a few times and you really get what this fragrance is putting out, it's really nice, kind of shocky, bitter, peach kind of feeling. It's just so unique and it's captivating, and you wouldn't think it's the type of fragrance that can grab your attention, but the more you wear it, the more you're like, yeah, I like this. I smell like no one at all, and this is completely, again, super unique, at the same time super wearable. Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. This is so good. I finally had to pick up a bottle for myself here. I never thought I'd like it. I tried it for the first time. Like I said, again, I wasn't too impressed, but through just going back to it over and over and over again, I just fell in love with it, and now I have a bottle of it. It's definitely a fragrance that's not for everyone. It's not a perfect fragrance, but it is a very unique fragrance, and I commend Tom Ford for just always coming up with something new. So yes, Bitter Peach is the last fragrance of this video. All right, guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy holiday. I have my most complimented fragrance video coming out tomorrow, so subscribe and stay tuned for that. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.